boy been cheat on miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add Nick say.
Now our feature presentation.
Yo, I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, you a 5 us. Niggas switched up like a bitch, so they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only around if they mooching off you. Niggas put to beat the coochie off them. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that cake. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk gon' get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I say this nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I'm in Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater and they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake them up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Own homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be done killed something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow this shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and think it's shit sweet. Niggas fast, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch! I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour, cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
This is a certified hood classic. What's that word, gang? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV, live and direct from Birmingham, Alabama. If you would hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide, fam. And tonight we got more news about Diddy, and boy, this one is the nail in the coffin. You feel me? This is the nail in the coffin, man. For some reason, whoever this Mia is, she has came and sunk the empire. Her testimony was so riveting, and it corroborates everybody else's testimony. But it's like, whoo, man, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. This is a crazy situation, and it just got crazier. It just got crazier, fam. Who we got in the building tonight, man? We got Baller Raj in the building. Shout out to your big homie. We got Felicia Cortez in the building. We got my dog Mystery in the building. Divine Black Rose, salute to you. Chat Town Finest, salute, bro. Bro, we got Flower Bloom. We got Miss Nelly in the building. And fam, we got So Lovely in the building. Fam, and we got everybody in the bushes. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man. Not only do we have that little bit of information that we gonna go through, and we got Tamarian in the building. What's up with it, love? Salute to you, fam. We got we got this dumbass Wack 100 that has produced some type of paperwork saying that Larry Hoover ratted. Larry Hoover ratted. How you gonna put a snitch jacket on a man that just did 52 years and still got time to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Easy money, what's the word? Phenomenal black woman, what's going on with it? Real spill. What's that word, fam? Y'all hit that like button as y'all come into the building, man. And listen, we got Tory, Lanez, and whoever is in his camp. Hey man, they bringing it. They bringing it. You can call it propaganda. Just to decide. It just depends on what side of the fence you sitting on. Whether you believe Meg or you believe Tory. It's looking crazy. Tory Lanez got a whole website full of receipts. Full of receipts, man. We're gonna get into that as well, man. Kenny Adams, what's going on with it, man? Hey, man, salute to you at work, man. Keep them earbuds plugged in and rock out with your boy, man. Real talk. Yeah. Chat Town said exactly. I was about to say some people just say anything. Hey, that's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Man, matter of fact, let's get to this, man. Let's get to this. Before we get to this, I mean, people feel like when you get on, they automatically get on. And that's a bad sentiment of our people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. Former CMG artist Mozzie. Mozzie been doing it for a minute. Mozzie been, you know what I'm saying, near the top of the food chain on the West Coast. And one of his homeboys came out. I don't know if this was a live video or he did a recorded video, but this is cloud chasing to the nth degree. And this is how niggas really be feeling, fam. If you get something or you come up in this game, or you know what I'm saying, just so happen to make it out of the barrel without getting pulled down by a crab, you know what I'm saying? You got people like this to come out and just clout chase. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, fam. All right, let's go. Hold on 1 second. But this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Mozzie and his people, Sacramento, that's a small town anyway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baller Raj. That's his neck of the woods. Sacramento is real gang laced. That's the home of Seti Nash too. So put y'all onto that. But Yeah, we got to talk about it, man. And also, what was I gonna say? Y'all give me a second. He said Megan lied twice. Yeah, we gonna get into that too because they got all the receipts showing that she lied, man. And when I seen it, they had a whole website showing this. It really tripped me out, bro. Because the little whatever this lady is from Florida, the little I don't know if she's a senator or whatever she is. Divine Black Rose in the chat, she can let you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? She's put together a website. I think she spearheaded this website. And the name of the website is called, I want to say it's called 36hourslater.com. Something to that. So y'all rock out with me. I had to do something right quick. Now we on it. We on it. Hold on, y'all. And let's get to it. All right. There we go.
I'm 4th Avenue baby, Zilla baby. Like, we really grew up in the trenches. Like, bro, if you signed a $5-6 million deal, what the fuck am I still doing at work? If I'm a part of this shit, like, what the fuck is motherfuckers treat me hella weird for? Like, let me know something, bro. Let me know something, my nigga. I'm being patient, bro. I'm doing everything I can, bro, to be cool. Nigga, we can meet up on the block, bro. We can meet up on 4th. We can meet up in Hollywood, bro. Let me know, bro. Let me know.
So how many of y'all know a nigga like this, fam? Like for real. Cause I got on, now all of a sudden you on. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense at all. And I hate niggas like that. Just being perfectly honest. Just being perfectly honest. I can't stand niggas like that, bro. For real. But all right, here we go. Wack 100. Boom. Wack 100. And shout out to the Key Talk Media, man. Because he brought this to the stage. He basically said that Wack 100 posts photos of paperwork explaining how Larry Hoover informed police after a gang battle took place. Like, bro, Larry Hoover been off the street since 1973, bro. And you righteously putting paperwork on this man from a gang fight from 1968. Wack 100, man, bro. This nigga is the worst of the worst. He is the worst of the worst, fam. So Wack always had the paperwork. It's two sides to every story, but damn, bro, do this even matter? This man just did 52 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole GD nation that would have took the case for him if this was possible. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy work right here, man. It said Parker High School, located at 6800 Stewart Ave, was the scene of a youth gang battle on September 4th, 1968. A leader of the Supreme Gangsters, 18-year-old Larry Hoover of 6853 Green Street, informed the police that he was standing in the school hall just outside the principal's office when two members of the East Side Disciples appeared. These boys, James Highsmith, 18, and Leonard Long, age 20, were not students at Parker High School. Hoover related that the two walked past me in the hall and pulled a gun. Man, come on, man. Come on, bro. It's 1968, bro. What are we really doing? What are we... You know what? That ain't even noteworthy, fam. It's not even noteworthy. Niggas like Wack 100, bro. When it come back to him, oh my God, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. Heard what's going on, man? Why is he the only one talking about it? Of course, he the only one talking about Nipsey Hussle as well. This nigga talking about a rumble in the hallway of a high school. Bro, this man's 73 years old. Why are you messing with the chief, fool? Like, for real. Get you some business. I'm telling you, niggas gonna catch Wack, and when they catch Wack, it is not gonna be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Everything good, bro. You already know what it is, man. It said Migos, anything for clout views. Facts. Can't nobody stand Wack for real. Can't nobody stand Wack little pudgy ass. Always in somebody's business, man. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you label your little clique the exposers is enough to, you know what I'm saying? That's enough. You're always in somebody's business, fam. Chocolate, what it do? And when I say in somebody's business, if you want to take it, if you want to look at it a certain way, we in somebody's business every night. You know what I'm saying? We blogging and some more shit. But this is the thing, family. We are not pulling paperwork up from 60 years ago. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that they trying to do to Nipsey Hussle is wild as well. You know what I'm saying? That now they saying that one of the participants in this little, you know, in this little escapade that they say Nipsey Hussle was alleged to have with China, you know, just now he's supposed to be coming out and speaking. Yeah. Wack on the BS. He hates Jay Prince. Yo, Jay Prince ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince ain't going nowhere. So he might as well get used to Jay Prince. Real talk. Wack better be very careful. For real, for real. He playing with fire. Hey, man. Wack know how to move. He know how to move. He ain't going nowhere near the danger. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Big U sent the Goon Squad after him at that Kanye concert, he ain't going nowhere where he can't get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He talked about Pac. Even said he was even said he really did something to that girl. Man, listen. Yeah. I don't know what girl you talking about, but yeah, Pac ain't had. I don't know if you talking about the girl at the club, what that he did the 4 years for, but everybody and their mama know what that is, man. That was a whole play. That was a whole play. Haitian Jack, Jimmy Henchman. Enough said. You know what I'm saying? Whacking out on the perfect couple. Yeah, they look like a bunch, two cuckolds up there. You know what I'm saying? Just shooting the shit. Grumpy old men type shit. J Real, what it do? Salute to you, fam. Yeah, man. So it's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Let's go to Cali. While we talk about Cali. Let's go to Cali, man. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna take y'all to this site right here. This is Receipt Central for everything Tory Lanez related. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. Yeah, man. Look at this. It's the holy grail of receipts. They got the whole timeline. The whole timeline, fam. Yeah, we're gonna get into it as well. You know what I'm saying? Anaya's her name. That's the yeah. I ain't nobody study her either. For real. She was a part of the play as well. I wonder if Harry O gonna try to get his money back out of death row. Negative. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. He better off Anthony Wolf Jones got better luck getting his money back out of Bad Boy than Harry O does getting his money back out of death row. And we all know that Anthony Wolf Jones is no longer with us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And plus, Harry O and Snoop got a good relationship. He ain't trying to recoup no funds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Letting it go. Snoop had Harry O in Death Row Studios not too long ago, did a photo op and everything. Had Suge piping mad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Kelsey shot Megan. I think she just mad at Tory. I told y'all it was a drunk escapade that, you know what I'm saying, turned ugly. We're gonna dive into some of these videos. We're gonna start with number one. They got them numerated out and everything, man. So if y'all here rocking with me, you know what I'm saying, pop a top, get your favorite drink, get your favorite libation, and kick back with your boy Hitter. Don't forget to hit that like button though. You know what I'm saying? Let's check this out.
Man, do you think we're gonna go to jail? What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail? I don't know. We're trying.
First of all, can y'all tell me who that is in the frame right here? Who is this? Who is this? Oh, let me bring this down. Who is this?
Trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I really cannot go to jail. Okay. I cannot have that on my image. Okay.
Damn, boy. She worried about going to jail and her image being blemished. But I could have swore you just got shot. Damn, that's crazy, y'all.
So how did that happen to you? Glass? Where?
Glass, okay.
Where we were coming from. Hey, go get a sheet but I'm not from here, so okay. That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot? I didn't get shot. Oh, you did it? Oh, man.
Oh.
That's the only place you got shot? I didn't get shot. Oh, you did it? Oh, man. I mean, no,
Oh.
That's the only place you got shot? I didn't get shot. Oh, you did it? Oh, man. I mean, no,
I did not get shot. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. What y'all think about that, fam? I know Divine Black Rose in here. I know she gonna give me some feedback on that, but that's crazy. Keita, what's the word? Hey, they could have been released. This, I swear. I don't know what they've been waiting on. I guess it took the right person to get on the team to, you know what I'm saying, press the line on this. But this is crazy, fam. These young folk a mess. You better believe it. And they out here wild as a, man, what the mofo you just say? Crazy as a Bessie bug. Man, whatever the hell a Bessie bug is.
Any shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatched.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so far.
So nothing happened in this vehicle.
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told.
And then there's some cash over. Looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay. And then, do we know how she got cut?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself. And getting out of the vehicle.
Okay. So her friends didn't cut her then.
Right.
Well.
And you know what? Divine Black Rose, I believe you wholeheartedly. It just maybe it's just the fact that they got everything in one place at one time. But this is crazy, man. And if this information's been out here just sitting, and this man doing 10 years, I mean, come on. Some ain't right.
Yeah.
Passengers that out of the vehicle. See your hands. Show us your hands. Hold your hands up. Okay? Come on, people passenger with their hands up. Hands up. Alright, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going.
And that's the fact. That's a fact. them folks was so out of it. They didn't. I don't think old boy knew what happened at that time, and he just, man, everybody was drunk out their mind. These two females get to fighting. One of them is abnormally huge, and get the ups on the little fragile chick, and the little fragile chick just up pistol and blew it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure all this out, man. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no finger program on any airwaves than there's no final program on any. Man, come on, man. I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, he said he stamped that. For real, for real. I appreciate you, big homie. That's real talk. Yep. You ever step on a rock? You ever cut yourself on some glass? That's how you step. I mean, if you shot, and you ain't gonna be doing, man. Oh man, come on, man. This is where the common sense kick in. A nigga shoot you. I mean, even if it's just bullet fragments, you ain't finna be walking on that. The trauma behind being shot is enough.
It's right down in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, broken bottle, blood from cutting your foot. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know what it looked like to y'all, but that's what it looked like to me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work indeed. You know what I'm saying? Blue Nitty say, what is Tory locked up for? Is he locked up for popping Megan or being on it? No, he's locked up for popping Megan, fam. That's what he locked up for. That's crazy. No ballistic test done, nothing. Because gunpowder get all in your hair, clothes, and everything. And that's facts. That's absolute facts. That's absolute facts. Damn, that wasn't nothing. That's 4A. Okay, well, here go 4B.
Move back.
Oh, she cut herself.
And let's see. And this is what she takes it to the internet. And she popping it. You know what I'm saying?
I get to the motherfucking hospital, the police bitch being so rude to me. Well, what's going on? Like, da-da-da-da, you're being detained, da-da-da. Ma'am, I'm being detained, I'm leaking. But I'm still not saying what happened. Shit crazy.
Yep. I'm back.
And so what happened with you were just one ball stepping on the left. I'm really cutting my right foot. I just stepped on gas the other day. So you were already hurt when you got into the reference. And then at that point, your friends were running down when you went to the hospital.
So her whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, she didn't tell the truth that night because it was 2020 and black men were getting unalived all over the country. That was the excuse. Yeah. Gun residue was found on Tory and Kelsey's purse. Yeah, it probably was. I honestly believe that Kelsey up the blick. The star witness for the defense even said as much, but of course he recanted it. They said the prosecution took him to a room on a different floor, talked to him for a minute, and when he came back down and took the stand, he recanted the whole story. They had to treat him as a hostile witness. That's crazy.
So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet.
Oh, they said, however, Megan spoke on it first. That's crazy. Oh boy. And then they have all this writing right here. Nothing negative is this. That's why I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say nothing in the first place. This would have never came out if Tory would have never went to the internet telling everybody his side of the story. That's crazy. What's going on, Angel? What's going on with it? Tory didn't have any residue. Gunpowder residue only gets on you if you fire a weapon or in close proximity. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's on her purse, then, 1 + 1 = 2. She did. Tory wanted to be a hero and lost. He is talented. He is talented. Lil Mama should have took her charge. Nah, shit, not them folks. Not them folks at all. They weren't finna take no charge, fam. Y'all know that. Them folks were absolutely not finna take no charge. Megan definitely wasn't gonna take no charge. And, you know what I'm saying, Kelsey, I don't know much about Kelsey at all. But I think, do she not come from the Jenner family or something to that nature? Them folk ain't gonna go to jail for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I didn't follow this case, man. But it's interesting as hell now. I ain't gonna hold it. This shit interesting as hell. Stop saying she have, man. We tall girls get enough slack. Oh man. Yeah. Melvin the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's crazy. They said 3 people tested positive. It wasn't Tory. Dang, that's crazy. They never tested Megan. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Dude could have died. He tripping. Yeah, man. We showed the video of Tory getting poked up last night. That shit was ridiculous. I'm talking about for real. I don't know how he survived that. I'm talking about old boy was swinging relentless. You know what I'm saying? And we all know he got hit 14 times. If you would have put that, he got hit 14 times, and then the way he was getting assaulted in that video, you'd be like, oh my God, these folks, yeah, it's a blessing that he's still here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. But that's how I go. You know what I'm saying? That whole investigation was a flop. His lawyers was horrible. His lawyers was horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't take it serious. I don't know why they didn't take it serious. Bet they won't do that.
I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to the way that it did.
So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. Yes. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times.
Hey, and that is not believable to me, fam. I'm just saying, it is not believable to me, fam. Forgive me for being naive or insensitive, but that shit do not. Hey, come on, fam. Dude was swinging that shank from the back of his head. Hey, man, he was bringing that bitch from Arizona all the way to Mississippi. Damn, what the hell wrong with this dude, man? Flower Bloom said they could have gotten paid off. I don't put nothing past anyone, man. I believe, man. The more this shit go on, this shit looking like a play, fam. Squad, this shit is looking like a whole play. You know what I'm saying? Say Tory shot you. You know what I'm saying? They got the word from, and you know I hate to use this word, but they got the word from the higher ups. Tell them Tory shot you. Boom. There it is. Kelsey, like, shit, works for me. Because when you look at this, don't none of this add up, fam. Don't none of it add up. But Tory knew the whole time it didn't work out for him. The court said no. Now the courts was not messing with Tory. Everybody was it was a play and everybody was in on it. Like the paperwork king said, everybody knew. Everybody knew. The whole city killed Dolph and Germantown. Yeah, everybody was in on this shit, man. You feel me? Oh my God. They had a fight right before the bang out. Megan and Kelly. Exactly. A drunk fight at that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Megan, we know you like to get tipsy and fight. She flung little Tory's ass around and Kelsey couldn't hang either. No, neither one of them. The guards definitely got paid.
The people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police.
All right. And his name is Sean Kelly. This is Sean Kelly's testimony, fresh after the shooting.
Wait. No, it didn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
Well, the windows were open. That's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I know they were on my side. The girl opened the door. Two girls fighting, and then they shot. And she got out of the car and crawled over him.
One more time.
Wait. No, it didn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
Well, the windows were open. That's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I know they were on my side. The girl opened the door. Two girls fighting, and then they shot. And she got out of the car and crawled over him.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy how that story changed. That's crazy how that story changed. Okay, did you state, sir, that the shorter gentleman didn't come out of the car until the initial shot fireworks had started? Yeah. Excuse me? Yes. So when the initial shots or fireworks had started, isn't it true that you stated my client was still in the car? Yeah, I believe so. The shorter gentleman was in the car. Yes. Okay, and did you state that initially you saw two girls fighting? I did, yes. Did you say that after you saw the girls fighting, you saw one of the girls shoot, sir? I believe so, but thereafter, did you say that the shorter got involved at that point trying to take the gun away? Objection, leading, overruled. That what you said? Yeah. Wow. That was him on cross. So let's go.
The doors of the Escalade open, and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one like feet coming out trying to kick her and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
front. Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand. And it's loud with the cars.
I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously that's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming. She starts hitting the girl. The girl on the passenger side, her feet come out. She starts to kick the girl away. Passenger. They get out. They start fighting here. They start fighting. The driver comes around and tries to sort of break it up. It gets a bit more violent. And between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back.
He's in the back of the car? Okay.
Where's the Negro? He ain't nowhere to be found. He deep off in the car. Who advised Tory? Because he didn't do it. Crazy. Tory should have dropped the bag on a lawyer, a real lawyer, man. For real. He did not take this serious. You can tell that he did not take this situation serious. And it came back to bite him. It came back to bite him in the worst way. Kelsey's interview at the police station said Tory shot from the window of the car. Okay. Let's see what they're saying here.
Then the gun. Then the girl shoots inside. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you?
Have appointment at 3?
I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark, and I'm above, so. But then the guy gets out again from the back.
So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Where you see the pics of them on the website was when they were at the police station. Okay. Let's see here. He's standing over the window. Let's see this.
In the car, shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting.
Two different stories. Clearly two different stories, y'all.
Why would I lie? You want me to be a bad person so bad, and y'all motherfuckers want to believe the lie before you believe the truth.
This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Divine Black Rose. So you believe Tory did it? You believe Megan telling the truth? I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. Oh. Where did that go? Oh. Okay, here we go. Damn. Here we go. Alex with private gym. Oh yeah. Woodrow Wilson hella close. Don't tell Alex we 30 minutes away from him. Okay. Going with Francis to pick up another car. We'll be right back. Help. Tory got Meg 911. What? What does that say? And handed me, and then what you say? And I can't read that. If y'all can make it out, y'all make it out. Kelsey got immunity for a reason. I think so too. Absolutely. She lied to protect her image. I believe everyone was lying at some point. I do believe he shot her based off what I read in the transcripts. I don't know about them transcripts. I'm just being honest, Divine Black Rose. All of this shit it looked like collusion. I mean, from everything that I'm seeing, this shit look like collusion like a motherfucker, man. The music industry is hell, man. They wild and they don't have a dime. I believe it is. I believe this does have something to do with the music industry. And I'm not one to go off of conspiracy theories and everything, but we know what it was with Tory and Rock Nation. And yeah. 3 of them got out in handcuffs and had to go to the station. The driver, Kelsey, yeah. Tory shot Meg. Kelsey texted that to Meg security. Okay. Kelsey got immunity for nothing. She could have just told the truth. She had immunity. It was stupid. All of them lied, but I don't believe he shot her. Yeah. I'm kind of trending that way too. You know, I'm kind of trending that way too. Gene Deal, boy. Gene Deal everywhere, Jack. Let's see this.
And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance.
Get out of here. Oh, this is the surveillance footage. And you're not gonna see anything, but you can hear the audio from what's going on at the car.
I'll get to the hospital. The doctors do x-rays on my feet. Oh, ma'am, you got bullets in your feet, you got bullet fragments in your other foot. I'm thinking the doctors is the police, so I'm still trying not to tell them, like, no, I didn't know I got you know what I'm saying? I'm scared. Like, I've never been shot before. I don't have to lie about that.
Oh, you don't have to. Damn, they got everything on this damn website. The fragments went missing. At the preliminary hearings, detectives stated that the bullet fragments were missing. Prosecutors later claimed the LAPD had them in an inconsistency, suggesting evidence mismanagement or miscommunication. Prosecutors claim that LAPD still has the bullet fragments allegedly removed from Megan's foot. Yet, during a preliminary hearing, Detective Ryan Stronger stated that the fragments were missing. If LAPD had the fragments, why did the lead investigator testify in this manner? The chain of custody comes to question which, with such a clear error, cast a doubt on the integrity and the completeness of evidence. Yeah. How you don't have the bullet fragments? That's crazy. Megan lied on Tory. Then Tory lied on Tory. I'm sorry, Tamarin. I won't say it again. Kelsey did it. Megan lying per usual. LAPD be on BS since way back in the day. On August 17th, she went to the club with an ace bandage on her left foot, despite having to complain of being shot in both feet. Yeah. Crazy work.
Address that the incident occurred, the shooting happened?
Nah, I don't know the
No?
address, bro. I was just trying to help my girlfriend. 1 second, bro.
Stay right here for me, bro.
Let go.
Hey, we got an ambulance coming for her. Okay? Hey, bro, step up right here. We got an ambulance coming for her. All right.
Just a quick question.
It's gonna be good.
Do you have any injuries on you?
No, I don't.
You need an R.
I will come for your friend now, okay?
So they got every little piece of evidence possible.
Do you want to talk about what happened tonight? Your girl to safety?
One more time.
Do you want to talk about what happened tonight? Your girl to safety?
Boy. Many have pointed to Tory Lanez jail cell as an jail call as an admission of guilt in the shooting, but this is a misrepresentation. Tory has quickly clarified that his apology was never about a shooting, but about the drama caused by sleeping with two close friends and getting caught. I get that. Man, yeah, hell yeah. They even before Rodney King. How about Natasha Harlins? What up with it, man? There was another clip of Megan saying she had stepped on glass like a day before. Yeah, she stepped on glass day before and that night. So, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know, man. How was the Glock concert, bro? You know what I'm saying? And what venue was it at? What I know they had to change venues. So what venue did y'all go see Glock at? Yeah. And did you get back there to snap a pic with him? Yeah, you know, anybody else I wouldn't even ask. But since we talking the one and only PRE Steve, you know I gotta ask that question. It said prosecutors intended to use Tory Lanez rap lyrics, tattoos, and uncharged prior indictments to prejudice the jury, mentioning Tory Lanez right to not testify potentially violated his constitutional protections. Tory Lanez's choice to testify is not a protected constitutional right. The fact that a defendant does not testify on his own behalf should not be fodder for the courts nor an interpretation of guilt. That's facts. Yeah, this is they railroaded, bro. They've been sharing men, but I guess Kelsey felt some type of way about Tory. Maybe Iron City, it was sold out. I got a pick with Woo. Okay. You know, Iron City, I think he performed at Iron City before. So that's it, y'all. This whole situation with Tory, this shit is crazy, man. Like for real, it's a lot going on, and it seemed like the higher ups uh, have put people in play to make sure that Tory stays right where he's at. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion on it. You know, and I don't know all the facts. I don't have all the facts, but from what I'm seeing, everything that I'm seeing, the little bit that is coming out since his stabbing is crazy. It's crazy, fam. Like for real. Glock was in Dallas Sunday. Yeah, he was. Yes, he was. Tory lawyers got a bag and dipped. Absolutely. Told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Yeah, man. You did. You did.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. You did tell us, man. So we just gotta see, man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep updating this site. You know what I'm saying? All the information in one place. That's dope. Maybe prosecutors, maybe Governor Newsom or whoever's in his office can look at this too. You know what I'm saying? Same person. Come on, man. Not surprised one bit. I followed this case from day one, play by play. It was only a few of us and was villainized for it. A lot of people. It was heavy on the Megan support, but as the time goes on, fam, and people seeing this man get poked up like he did, the sentiment is growing for Tory. You know what I'm saying? People rocking with Tory right now. But I think it's too little too late. You know what I'm saying? And because he not from America, maybe, you know what I'm saying, the sense of urgency wasn't there for him to put his best foot forward. I guess he felt like because of his celebrity status, and at this time he was, you know what I'm saying, slightly bigger than Megan. Megan was making her grounds. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't take it serious. And for that, he is in the position he's in now, man. Yeah. His lawyer was working for Rock Nation. I can believe I can believe that. It's a lot of stuff that leads right back to Rock Nation in this. Like for real. I watched it also from day one. Man, free Tory. Yeah, free Tory. Real talk. Strawberry, what's happening? What's happening? Hey man. With that being said, we finna go to Brooklyn and check on Diddy. Man, the lady that testified today, I don't know if she black or she white. I think she's a white woman, but ooh Lord, I'm telling you, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. What going on, Miss T? Hey, here in chat. I'll be in the bushes while I watch close listening. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. You already know what it is. Yes, indeed. So he a regular nigga like Puff about to be. Yes, indeed. Golly. Man, this whole Puff situation, boy, this lady done nailed this fool to the cross. Whatever grace he had with these jurors, I feel like she done just snatched all of it. Did y'all hear the transcripts of the testimony? Man, I got a lawyer that we finna go and react to. Whew. She gonna break it down. She gonna break it down. Yeah, she gonna break it down. Her name is Attorney Simone. Yeah, we go rock out with Attorney Simone because this is crazy. I don't know about them 5 years, Herb. I don't. This is looking like this was a home run for the prosecution today. Now, y'all hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and support the channel. Support the channel. Any small amount helps. I'm not like these other bloggers that say, don't send me no dollar. You know what I'm saying? And if you just send me $1, I appreciate it. Because it all goes back into the channel. I reinvest all of it. Just know that. Yeah. Her testimony was powerful as hell. The most powerful. More so than Cassie's, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's the Rico today. Diddy been through. The feds don't play when they get you in front of them. I don't know why folks thought Brian Steele would help. Diddy getting 35 plus. Ooh, that's crazy. That's who I watch hitter. Red Wine. Simone Red Wine. She's on the scene. Man, listen. I had a Dallas blogger on the scene. And boy, that boy looked like a fish out of water. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that used to beef with Sco all the time. But that boy up there looking crazy with a super sized grill in his mouth and a funny looking outfit. I'm talking about funny as hell. Oh, the little skinny dude that used to beef with Sco all the time, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Look, Greg is what they call him. Yeah, little Greg, man. Little Greg was up there looking crazy as hell. I listened to Ticket. Yeah, salute the Ticket, man. Salute the Ticket. But yeah, look, Greg was up there going crazy. You know what I'm saying? bumping into the content creators with way more subscribers than him, trying to get on camera. That shit was crazy. Anyway, let's rock out with Miss Simone and see what she got going on, y'all. Cause she really broke it down. I ain't gonna even lie, she really broke it down today. Let's go.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We are live from New York City. I am coming to you from the courthouse outside of the Diddy trial. This afternoon, it was so emotionally tolling. Let me see the comments. Let me see. Go ahead and put where you are joining us from. All right, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. It took me a little second because I had to get adjusted. This morning, I had it set, but for some reason, I couldn't figure out how to get into it. We're here. We're here now. let me say this. Let me say this. So again, I'm live from New York from the federal courthouse at the Diddy trial. Today's witness, well, this morning was Deontay. That's Cassie's BFF, male BFF. That was fine. I'm going to focus my...
Y'all remember Deontay came out, thought he was going to a Diddy party and all that white. That shit was crazy.
Recap on the witness Mia. Witness Mia was victim number 4 from the indictment. And she is testifying under an alias. So many people are like, oh, who's Mia? Is it MIA, the rap? No. Mia's an...
Yeah, so she got an alias. She might as well be Jane Doe. She not releasing her name. People were able to see her in the courtroom, but, you know, we can't see her. And so that's all that matters. And she'll be known as Mia in the transcripts.
Alias. And now that I've heard her testimony, honey, I see exactly why she chose to testify under an alias, and I would have did the same doggone thing. So there's been a lot of questions. I'm going to start with answering some of the questions I've seen about how is it that she's allowed to be anonymous. So what it is instead of it being Jane Doe, because there's actually one of the other victims is Jane Doe, she just picked the name Mia. It's rarely allowed that you can proceed under an alias. However, the few times it is allowed is where you are alleging the R word. And that was the allegations here in addition to other stuff. So specifically, it's my understanding that she may be working on a civil settlement. I'm not exactly sure about that. But for sure, in part, the judge allowed her to proceed with the alias because of the fact that she is alleging the R word. And most news media outlets, if someone is alleging that, they don't out a victim's name anyway. So that's fairly consistent with how things generally go. Oh, guys, hit that like and hit that subscribe button, please. We are, the goal for June is going to be 60,000. We hit 55,000.
Crazy numbers right there. But yeah, hit my like button and subscribe button too. I appreciate it.
This week, I'm so excited. So where do I start? Mia. Now, first of all, Mia worked for him for a number of years. I think she started around 2009, worked for him a great number of years. And Mia was well liked by everyone. Cassie referenced Mia as one of her friends. The guy, Deontay, who is one of Cassie's other homeboys, he referenced Mia. Mia was well liked throughout the Diddy enterprises. It says the internet will figure out her real name. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm not gonna help them. So in court, we were in fact allowed to see her. So I
speak it into existence.
Know exactly what she looks like. We saw her, we heard her, all of the things. Now, I don't know if it's defense or prosecution, but one of the sides tried to argue that feeds, like the video feeds, should not show her face, and that the audio shouldn't be available. And it was like, the judge was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like if people in a courtroom can see her, then everyone else should. The judge also instructed the jury to not make any assumptions based on the fact that he's allowing her to use an alias. And then the first thing the judge had her
I'm gonna
do
try to
after
get
she
into
was
the
sworn
actual
in
testimony,
was provide
y'all.
for that. Key iPhone. See, this is violence. And so it was on a table. She puts her face close to it, tries to, and so then he has the audacity to get mad. And this is one of the instances she gave as an example of seeing Diddy's violence and his anger. She was saying that, the hell is this? She was saying that she was, they worked the whole day. They got up at 8 a.m, went out, did whatever they needed to do. Oh, by the way, she lived with Diddy. At that point, with whatever her role is, Diddy wanted them to live in, his workers, to live in his California home. It was huge. It was enormous. She had like a bunk bed. So apparently a bunch of people would periodically live and work there. So they've been out all day working. She gets back and Diddy tells her that he wants her to like run an errand. Go to IHOP, get him some breakfast, go to IHOP. Because at this point, it's like late. It's like middle of the night. That's the only thing open. So she goes to her room so that she can use the bathroom. And Diddy's like, where the F are you going? When I say go, go right now. And she's like, well, I needed to change my tampon. Like, she worked so hard all day. Her tampon was full and she couldn't change it. She didn't get a chance to change it. And so he begins to berate her, humiliate her, insult her. There's other people in the house because she's supposed to be getting the IHOP for everyone. He humiliates her, berates her, all that stuff. As this is happening, and she's like embarrassed, humiliated, as this is happening, her period blood starts dripping down her leg. It starts dripping. And so then he has the audacity to get mad. He gets mad, y'all. And then he takes this spaghetti, like a bowl of spaghetti, and he throws it at her. He throws it at her and gets livid with her because how dare she try to stop and change her bloody freaking tampon. Sorry, I was so disgusted by that. So then, So then she goes in, she talked about substances and what he had around. She said that sometimes there was a time when he wanted her to do ketamine. She's never done that before. She's had like a little party, something here or there, but he wanted her to, I think the first time he gave her MDMA. And she said that, they were like, what did it make you feel like? She was like, I was super happy. I was hugging everyone. I was making new friends. Well, then there was a time at Burning Man, he wanted her to do the big K word.
Also, during her initiation, so to speak, this man had her up for 4 to 5 days, just going constantly. She said around the 5th day, her equilibrium started failing and she just started crying uncontrollably. And he just looked at her like she was just a piece of crap and told her, you need to go home and get some rest. That's crazy. This thing is a fool, man.
She was like, no, she didn't want to. He insisted, force. Again, that can be part of forced labor, but I don't think that's where they were going with this. I think this example was to show his power. So he's like forcing her, like, no, you need to do it. So she pretends to do it. She kind of fakes it. Apparently, I don't know how to do that drug. Apparently you, what do you call it? You sniff it, like, I guess you inhale it some type of way. So it was on a table. She puts her face close to it, acts like she sniffs it. He figures out he does it. He goes on to humiliate her. And then he basically tries to force her. He makes her take it. So she takes it. And then she tries to like go off to the bathroom and kind of try to brush a lot of it out of her nose. But that.
Shout out to my dog, Sharpshooters. Hey, for the best in college football reactions and college football info. If you want to stay up to date, rock out with my dog, Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Yeah, man. Nothing but the best. Salute to you, big homie. You already know what it is.
That don't work. So then, and mind you, the forcing, the peer pressure, the embarrassing, all of those things to take substances. Dawn talked about that too. Dawn talked about how she too would pretend to take substances that he would insist upon. That's unlawful. Can't do that to your staff. And she said she was particularly scared of the K because she had, on one incident, Diddy had given it to someone, and that person, it was like they were having an exorcism. Okay, they acted a whole fool. Sure, it's my YouTube. It's called Girl, Is That Legal? Are you following the video? Yeah, I'm breaking it down right now. And nobody wants to.
I don't even know what that does to you, fam. What does ketamine, whatever that is, what does that do to you, fam? How do you ingest it? That's wild. That's wild.
And as you hear these facts, you're going to start to see that there's common themes. Like witnesses who didn't get together and work on their testimony are saying very similar things. Dawn talked about being forced by him to take drugs, but that she would pretend to do it and hope that he didn't bother her. And so
one thing I could say about this this witness, she did not do any type of civil case. When she was gone, she was gone. She didn't have a dog in the fight. She was just good friends with Cassie, and she developed that relationship through working with him. You know, And that's what made her that's part of what made her testimony so powerful, because you could not find any ulterior motives in the testimony. You know, no, she didn't want to be buddy with Diddy. She wasn't there for the influence. She didn't keep coming back. You know, she got into a situation, and when she got out, she just got out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Shout out to my dog True Results, man. Y'all already know what it is. Big True, stay on their neck, bro. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. I checked out the video that you did today as well, talking about Cornelius revealing killers, man. So I appreciate you, man. He said, just checking in, fam, on mutual respect and brotherly love, my brother. Salute. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way we got to give it up, fam. All of this beefing and going at each other's neck is bad for business. If he can help me, he gonna help me. And if I can help him, I'm most definitely gonna help him. Salute the True Results, man. My guy. For sure, for sure.
So did Mia today. So then they asked her, well, how did he treat you? She said either like a BFF or worthless, like a worthless piece of crap. He'd humiliate her, cuss her, throw things at her. He threw some turkey at her. What is the thing with turkey? Because Cece had an issue with some turkey bacon. And then he threw turkey at her. He threw spaghetti at her. He threw some spaghetti at her. He liked throwing things. He's very, spaghetti and turkey is, there's a lot. So she was like, it's either one or the other, like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. She can't really predict what mood he's going to be in. Now, mind you, he was doing a lot of substances, so that's part of it. But that is not an excuse. It's not an excuse under the law. And he very much used to love bomb her, but on a professional level. So he was underpaying her severely. But what he would tell her is like, man, you're so good. You're doing such a good job. Man, one day you can have whatever role you want at any of my companies.
See, this is the crazy part. Why is he, man, he's one of the richest dudes in the world, man. Dude was a billionaire and he underpaying everybody. The chick from yesterday, she ended up getting shorted $80,000 in overtime in a 90-day span. Don't want to pay nobody, bro. This is crazy.
You can have whatever role you want. And she was like, well, I really don't want any particular role. She said, I really just want to develop comedy TV projects. And she said when he would get mad at her, he would take away her credits on the things that she had worked on, like the shows, the programs. He would take away that is such a narcissistic thing to do, but that's also just like some messed up crap. So he'd take away her credits, or he would refuse a project. He would not let a project progress. In other words, messing with her money. So then I just told you about, I told you about the tampon and the spaghetti. So he threw the spaghetti at her. And then, wait, I need to go this way, on this side. Okay, and with the blouse, the mascara, the eyeliner, that stuff, that he is the one that had the balls to protect Cassie, that had the balls to say, I don't care who you are, Diddy. You're not gonna whoop on this woman at my party, on my promise, on my property, on my premises, where I have my mineral rights. Good for him, Prince.
That's Prince Rogers Nelson she talking
about. So the
about.
Prince incident happened, and check this out. Afterwards, Mia was chasing after them. She was trying to help Cassie. Diddy suspends her, has HR call her and suspend her without pay. Again. So that's what he does. When he doesn't like you, he takes away your money. Y'all, now you're starting to see why it's considered a RICO when you're doing unlawful things and you're using your business entity to execute it. You can't beat up on your girlfriend, and then when someone tries to help or intervene, you take away their salary. I hear people that say it's domestic violence, but it's now part of a criminal enterprise when you use your job and their job, and they are your employees, to punish them so that you can commit crimes. Because that wasn't the only crime that he was committing. So now let's fast forward. So basically, he would do stuff. Then he was fighting with her. She talked about different instances. One time they were on the set with Switch Beats. He got mad at her because the Wi-Fi wasn't working, took a computer and threw it at her head. He said, I don't care if you got to get Bill Gates here to fix the Wi-Fi, you do it. So she was like, okay. And let me tell you, I never seen a woman so terrified in my life. She never looked up, y'all. She never looked up.
Said, if you got to get Bill Gates to fix the Wi-Fi, you better get that nigga over here. Man, this shit finna be a crazy movie, man. Man, I worked on a behavioral health unit and I would go assess the patients in ER. Anyway, they would give the irate ones ketamine in the ambulance. And just one guy didn't take it, didn't wake up for 3 days. Oh my God. Oh my God. And this what they partying with. That's crazy.
She fiddled with her hands and she looked down. That's how terrified she was of Diddy. Let me tell you something. If that jury was on the cusp, if they weren't sure that Diddy was dangerous before today, oh, that little white woman got him.
Oh, she is an Anglo-Saxon. There it is. It's over with.
Oh, that little white woman. She got him. And I say it because that's what she looked like, right? I'm describing her to you, right? In American society, those are some of the most fragile, the most like relatable, supposed to be type of women. And this jury is super diverse. Let me tell you that. However, I don't care what race you are. Anyone who heard this woman's testimony, I broke into tears. So stayed on my face, but I teared up. Any woman who heard this woman's testimony knows, number one, she ain't lying. And number two, this woman is petrified. PTSD, etc., etc. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna give you the violent things, and then we're gonna go into the essay. All right. So then another thing she experienced, again, all this time she's been working with him years and years and years. There was another time. Oh, she said that when he would do those things, when he would throw things at her, humiliate her, that stuff, she felt terrified, confused, humiliated. She literally said, I couldn't understand what I did wrong to make him be so mad at me. And it was like very clear that she wanted to be the best possible employee she could, the best possible worker. This was like her dream industry, her dream job. And she really like took it personally if you said she wasn't doing a good job, right? So by calling her dumb, stupid, a B, all those things, it really hurt her. And they asked, the prosecution asked her, when he would call you those names, sorry guys, when he would call you those names, did it hurt you? She literally whispered, she said, yes. Like she didn't even look up. Look, y'all, literally, let me put my head up. She literally looks down. The whole time she was like fiddling with something in her lap. It may not have been her hands, it could have been her dress. She looks down and she was like, yes, yes. It was like, I hate this analogy, but if you've ever dealt with someone who recently revealed, like to their parent, to anybody, that they were like SA'd or molested, but starts with the M, you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever known anyone who's done that, she had every single demeanor of that. And I'm saying to myself, how is this lady? Y'all, here's the thing.
Sorry, what did he do?
What it do, man?
Ain't nothing, bro. You doing all right?
Yeah, man. What going on?
Man, going through this Diddy case, getting updated on the last 8 hours of the trial.
Well, yeah, you got a long way to go, man. Salute to everybody that coming to her conference for and hit us a little nice. Salute to all y'all, man. Love demon in the building, man. Did I see True results in your comment?
Yeah, True came in and saluted us, man. I appreciated that.
Shout out to True. Hey, True, if you still in here, come holler at us, man.
Yeah, True that guy, man. True that guy. And consistent as hell and stand on their neck. I ain't mad at it.
For sure. If True results still in here, man, shout out to True results, man.
For sure.
I'm like, how is this lady still so traumatized today? Like, it's been years since she's worked for him. I don't remember exactly how many, but I was like, she couldn't look up. She never looked at Diddy. But not only did she not look at Diddy, she didn't even look at the prosecutor, and that was a lady. Y'all, it was revealed on the stand. She never told anybody. She was so terrified. She never told anyone about the R's. In fact, after the third one, she just started blocking them out. And then she would like blame herself. I'm going to explain each of those, but she would block them out. And then she said she just had told herself, well, I'm gonna do something different. Next time I'll do something where I'll be able to sneak away and get away, because sometimes she'd be able to wiggle out of it. She literally, so what was revealed, the reason she is so fragile, the reason she is so docile, all of that, she kept all of this. She said she was gonna die with this secret. She said she didn't never told a soul until after the feds were interviewing her about just her experience with Diddy, period. The first time she sat down with the feds, she didn't even tell them about the R word. That is how, if you know anyone who is, I have multiple people, girls and guy friends, who what they went through, like as a child, was their SA was so bad that they literally block it out. Let me know in the comments if you know anyone who's ever experienced something like that.
This one sunk the ship. I'm telling y'all, the fact that this lady sat there and she testified, but they said that she almost mumbled her testimony and she never lifted her head. She never made eye contact with Diddy. Yeah. I'm telling you.
I'm about to train her good, because he cooked if she did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cooked. If he never done that, he cooked.
Yeah.
Today,
Especially with everything that she was saying. She's had something that was so profound, man, and I hope she got hurry up and get to it. But yeah, this was one of them ones. Can't use that word. Let me take that down, bro. Can't use that word. Yeah. But
what happened?
nah, you good. I ain't talking to you, Sight.
So she totally blocked it out, y'all. She didn't tell. What happened was, when the feds came to her and were like, we want to talk to you, naturally you get an attorney that comes with you. I personally was contacted to represent multiple people, especially some of the actual S workers, to represent them in the negotiations with the government. So she gets the lawyer, and you know, when you sit down with the lawyer's like, I need to know everything. You tell me everything. Don't you keep a secret from me or I will fire you. And it was at that point she told that lawyer everything. The lawyer was like, we got some things to share with you. So
Absolutely not. Not even in
let's
the chat.
go into the essays.
If you notice, she not saying it either. You see how she's saying essays and R's, and yeah, you can't. It goes against the guidelines.
There was another incident in Turks and Caicos. She was sleeping on a hammock. It was like a deep sleep. He takes a bucket of water and he throws it on her and takes her phone. And then she jumped on his back to try to get it back because she was talking shit about him in the phone. And he threw her in the pool. That was fine. And then there was an incident at Revolt Studios where she had her phone and she was on the phone talking to another coworker, and the coworker was like, what kind of mood is he in? And she was like, well, he's being a jerk. And he was like, who are you talking to me? You know, who are you talking about? Whatever. He steals her phone. Now she's terrified. She's chasing to get the phone back because she's again scared he's going to see the exchanges, because there was apparently like an employee group chat where they talked shit about him. She was terrified of that. So he takes the phone, runs into one of the restrooms. And this was like a commercial restroom at the Result office. And as she reaches in to get the phone, he slams the door on her arm. And she's like, well, I thought it was an accident. And then he just continued to just slam it. She thought her arm was broken. It was severely bruised, but not broken. Then he had the audacity to take her phone, run out of the bathroom, run down the street, hop in his car. And she had no phone. No phone. I think she had to send an email, like go back into the office and send an email and ask someone to give her a ride. It was very stupid. Okay, so then we took a break because she needed to gather herself. She was just telling those stories, y'all, and she was so frazzled. Just those stories. She never once looked up. It was the saddest thing. She never once looked up, and she would talk like this. They would maybe ask her, so when was the first time that, you know, he got physical with you or he was violent towards you? Well, and she would look down and fiddle. Well, it was, I don't know, 2011, 2012. She'd close her eyes a lot. She like literally just wanted to take herself to another planet. It was very clear. Again, I'm recapping Mia, the witness. Mia was an amazing witness today. She worked for Diddy for years, and she is there to prove up forced labor. And the allegation was that he SA'd her multiple times. So the first time she said was at his 40th birthday at the Plaza Hotel. There, he had given her, she had recently started working for the company.
Herb, you good, bro? I know you ain't know that. We ain't tripping. We good, man.
He gave her 2 shots. She took them, immediately began to feel woozy. She had not had anything else to drink that day, or not a lot. And she said she was in her 20s, so there's no reason she should have been woozy like that. She said he then kissed her. She didn't want to be kissed, but he kissed her. He told her to come in the kitchen. And then he cleared the kitchen, made everyone else leave the kitchen, gave her the 2 shots, which she believes were roofied, told her what a great job she's doing, how great they worked together, and that they were going to be spending more time. They were going to be closer together. Oh my gosh, a $49. Thank you, Shauna. Oh my gosh, thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Rita. It says, imagine if one of these women defended themselves and took him out. No one would have believed them. Best believe I would have. He would be in the coffin. I'm going to speak to that. Hold on. So the first time was at his house. It was a kiss. He groped her. So he put his hand up her dress and he kissed her, and she said she froze and she was against the wall. She was shocked. She froze.
Damn.
And she said they asked her, she said verbally, she didn't say no. She just like stood there and she was freaked out. Then she said she woke up the next morning in his penthouse, in a chair. She said the sun was up, but she said she was clothed. She had her clothes on when she woke up. So what happened is she didn't stop working. Then she thought, oh, I must have made, surely I don't have it right. I must have made something up. Like that can't be what he was. No, I wasn't roofied. Maybe I didn't have enough to eat. You know, if you've ever, anybody that's been in that situation, one of the first things they want to do, especially when it's someone that you know or someone that you have to come into contact with a lot, you try to come up with every excuse for it to be anything other than the SA that it is. So that's
Horrible Bosses 3 starring Diddy coming soon. Trust and believe. This nigga's horrible, man. Oh my God, bro.
He gonna regret not taking the plea deal, man.
Yeah. Overall, he should regret doing all this dumb shit. This shit is just dumb. It's not even, a lot of this shit did not have to be done, bro. Just petty and spiteful, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't get it, man.
what she told herself. That was the first time. Then the second time, she was relatively new. She was still relatively new. She was at Puffy's apartment. Puffy called her to come to the apartment. Now, you got to keep in mind, with working for Puff, he will literally like come out in a robe and drawers, no robe at all, just drawers. And he will give you your instructions for the day. He is the king. It is his castle. So she talked about there weren't much boundaries in her job because like she'd have to bring him groceries. She'd have to bring him stuff. So as she gets to the house, Uncle Polly's security is downstairs. And she said, he said something that made her inner alarm go off. Something like, oh, I've seen this before, or, oh, be careful, something like that. So Diddy asked her to pull up. He asked her to look something up on his computer. This was at his house. She's looking at it, and then it's like he leans in to like try to kiss her. He acts like he's like looking close at the computer, but he leans in to try to kiss her. And so she just kind of like wiggles away. It says, she says, oh, I'm sorry, I really got to go use the restroom. She goes to use the restroom. Hold on. Lord of mercy. Hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm your legal bestie, Attorney Simone, giving you a live breakdown of the testimony today from so far the most emotional witness that I've seen, or the most, aside from Cassie, obviously, which is Mia. Mia worked for Diddy for years. So she took the stand and she's talking about violence. She's talking about SA that he did to her. And her purpose is to help prove forced labor. Now check this. So at first, I thought the forced labor was simply going to be, oh, you're implying he roofied her. No. There's more. So then he basically tries to kiss her on the computer. That happened. But he tried to kiss her, but he didn't really. She wiggled away from the computer. So again, what she said is like, there would be these different instances of weird shit that would happen like that. And then she would say, she felt like, oh, this was all in my head. It must have been a silly joke that Uncle Polly was playing when he said whatever he said. Like, clearly it was all in my head. No, mind you, she's in her 20s. job, dream industry, all that stuff. Then in around 2010, at his California house, she was asleep in his house. Remember, he would make his workers sleep. He had a room.
So the man had this palatial estate, and he had rooms for everybody, including security. This lady had a room too. Nobody could lock their doors. He said, nobody locks their doors in my house. Only people that could lock their doors would be security. Weirdo of the worst kind.
With bunk beds. He'd make them sleep in there, and he had a rule. They could not lock their door. He said, you don't lock no doors in my house. It's my house. She sleep on the bottom bunk and just woke up in the middle of the night to him on top of her.
Damn.
He shushed her. Hold on. He had the audacity. He shushed her and told her shh with one hand and took the other hand, undid himself, and R-worded her, raped her. Let me tell you the way she told it. It was like, it had to have taken like 3 minutes for her to get the most basic words. That's why I was like, how is she still so devastated when this was, again, she said that was like 09-10. It's because she died. She deaded it. She never told anybody until after the feds came asking her questions. She retained a lawyer. She told the lawyer everything. I hope they call an expert to the stand that is an expert in these kind of, they call it latent memories, to explain to the jury clinically how this is a thing. This is a real thing. So she's describing it, and she literally says, I wrote this down. She said she woke up to him on top of her, and she called it, she said he, and she said it very slowly, looking down, crying profusely. She said, he put inside of me. Like she didn't even finish the sentence. And then she was like, and then the prosecutor tried to help. It was like, he put himself inside of me. Like she couldn't even use all the words. Mind you, she's in her 40s. And she was so terrified. And then they asked her, how did you feel? She said, terrified, confused, ashamed, scared. She's crying the whole time she recounts this. Then she says, they asked her, how long did it last? She said it was very quick, but it felt like forever. Prosecutor asked, how did it end? Y'all, this woman is so traumatized that she still won't let herself relive or accept what happened to her. So instead of simply saying he orgasmed and it was over, she looked straight down in her lap and she goes, he would never leave a job unfinished. She said it super slow. She was like, he would never leave a job unfinished. And she's crying the whole time, unfinished. And the thing is, it wasn't those boo-hoo, woe is me tears. It was the tears from your soul. Damn. Where they just stream and you can't stop them if you wanted to. She said, she couldn't even say, oh, he orgasmed. She said, he would never leave a job unfinished. The prosecution had to say, so does that means he orgasmed, correct? And she's like, yes. She whispered it. Y'all, that was the first time. Hold on, we're not done. Then there was an additional time. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it all together. We're almost done here. There was an additional time some years later, or I don't know, years. She honestly couldn't tell you how much time had passed, but she said,
this is why I'm saying he cooked. It's over with. They got 2 more of these type of testimonies. He done, man. He done. I'm thinking Herb say 5. I'm thinking 20. Easy 20. What you got, Sight? Yeah.
She was told to go in his closet and do something in the closet, organize it, or whatever. She goes in his closet. He comes in with his pee-pee out, grabs her head, forces it into her mouth. She froze. They said, what were you thinking? She said, they said, what did you do? She said, I didn't do anything. I froze. And she just cried. You could tell she felt like she does not deserved it, but she felt ashamed for not, I guess, doing more to stop it. But at the same time, she explains why she doesn't do more. She said, I felt like trash. I was scared. I was defeated. She said, I wrote here, they must call an expert. For her, they really need an expert to talk about, because I think that one expert that would be able to explain why she kept working for him despite all of this. Freezing is a trauma response. That's right. I think that one expert that could explain why, not only why are these latent memories, but why she kept working for him after all of this, that same expert would do great work, great for the other prosecution witnesses to explain how his level of power and coercion is what kept them in their jobs. He even, at one point, he took her phone. One of the incidents where he took her phone, he told her, now I got something on you. She's like, what do you mean? He was like, well, I went in your phone and I took all your nasty images, all your, SEX videos, all of that. He's like, I took them and I sent them to myself. So now I got something on you if you got something on me. And she was like, okay. And she just laughed because she doesn't have any of those in her phone. Now, okay, so here we go. So that was the second one. Then, all right, so that happened in the closet. The prosecution then said, were there others? The prosecution was very gentle. She said, were there others? She says, yes, but I don't recall them. She's like, I recall. She was like, I don't recall details about them. She said, instead, it was like, there's a feeling of like anxiety of that surrounds certain places that remind her of where the other ones. So it happened so frequently. Her coping mechanism was to pretend like it didn't happen, keep working, and then to strategize in her mind what she can do to wiggle it out of it or not be in that situation again. So the last one that she talked about was she was flying with him on a private jet and a bunch of other people. Her thing was, okay, we got a bunch of people, we're on a private jet. She's flying with him on a private jet. Everyone else was asleep. She got up, she needed to use the restroom. She goes to use the restroom. She thought he was asleep. He gets up, starts banging on the door. He wants to come in the bathroom and get him some. She was like, oh, no. She said, usually one of her strategies is she could turn the conversation to, oh, no, someone will see, someone will know, because he's all about his image, right? So she was like, oh, no, Pat. Or she would talk loud. She'd do things to get more attention from other people. Honey, it didn't work. Everyone else, I guess, stayed asleep. And so he came on in there and he took advantage of her. She then said, she was like, no. She said, she literally couldn't even finish the sentence. She said, she whispered, she was like, I tried to make noise. I tried to tell him, no, people will see. I said, no. But she was like, but. And then the prosecution was like, but it happened anyway. And she was like, it didn't work. It didn't work. Like, as in her efforts to prevent it from happening didn't work. Yo, wait. So then the rest of them, she was like, she doesn't really have memories of those details. She literally blocked it out. They asked her, they said, whenever these things would happen to you, she said, well, because she was cool with Cassie. She said, was Cassie ever around? He said, no. They said, were his other girlfriends ever around? She said, no. She said, no one else was ever around. She said, there was never a pattern. It was sporadic. She could never predict it. Every time she thought it would never happen again, and then it would happen again. Because she had kind of convinced herself, like, it's not going to happen again. Like, okay, I'm not going to be in this kind of matter. Or we're not, this, that, or the third. And so then.
What you think, Herb? Man, this man ain't wearing nothing. Man, yeah, I doubt it very serious. These sporadic events that's happening, yeah, he probably ain't wearing nothing, fam. Sad to say.
Then she would feel more ashamed. So then they asked her, they said, why didn't you? Oh, yeah. She talked about how in their environment, there were no boundaries. Like, she'd go to his house to do her job, and he would be sitting on the toilet talking to her. She was always in his home. So she never expected it. It's just like, he would just decide that was the day he wanted it. And he threatened her multiple times. She said every time she convinced herself, though, that it would be the last, it wouldn't happen again, and that she would do something different to prevent it from happening. That's how she coped with it. That's how she kept her job. Now, fast forward, I'm thinking she still has a good job, and that's why she wants to be anonymous. Because think of it this way: if she was able to, she must have remained in his good graces enough to not be blackballed, right? She never told anyone. She did not tell until the feds came through, baby. So she's remained in his good graces, which means she probably still has a prestigious job, whatever it is, and doesn't want it being known that she was this person. Because can you imagine? Now you see why she wanted to be anonymous? People would drag her. How dare you be a grown woman and work for someone for this long and you let them SA you? You must have wanted, you must have. Baby, people don't get it, but I got it today. And I think people in the courtroom, because this is what she added.
I'll say this. She is not one of those ones that people would put that jacket on. I feel like for the most part, everybody that heard this testimony or even read this testimony knows that this is somebody, this is a victim. A lot of these other people weren't victims, fam. They were victims to a certain extent, but they chose to stay. They chose, some of them even chose to come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. But I feel like this woman here, she was absolutely a victim with no strings attached.
They said, well, what would you do afterwards? How come you didn't leave? She said, after, she would keep it moving. She said she'd go back to work, act like it never happened. She would try to squirrel out of it, or being like, squirrel out of it if she could. She said, and keep it, they were like, keep it moving. Isn't that a Diddy term? She was like, yep, I would keep it moving. I would keep it moving. So then they said, did you ever say no? Did you ever say the words no? You know, because that's what the defense is going to say. She said, I never said no. He said, why not? She said, one, she froze. She couldn't believe this was happening to her. But also she said, this was so key, y'all. She said, when they said, why didn't you tell Diddy no? You didn't want to be intimate when he raped you. She said, I couldn't tell him no to a sandwich. I couldn't tell him no to anything. You think I'm going to be able to tell him no to SEX? She didn't say it in those words because she did not formulate full sentences. It was so, she was so heavy. Her heart was heavy. Her soul, her everything. So her words were, I couldn't say no to a sandwich. She said, I couldn't tell him no to a sandwich. I couldn't tell him no to anything. She said, if I said no, this was so key, y'all. I never thought about this from a victim's perspective. She said, if I said no, he would know that I knew he had done something wrong. Y'all.
Y'all know how deep that is? This man was so consumed with himself. She said, I couldn't tell him no, because if I told him no, then it would trigger something in him to let him know that I knew that what he was doing was wrong. And a lot of people have come up on the short end of the stick, reality checking Diddy. Just real talk. So I'm going to let her finish this and we're going to cut it short.
When I thought of it from that perspective, it's almost like how like my mom has frequently been like, oh, if you get kidnapped or this or that, or someone tries to attack you, play dead, play dead. That was like a version of playing dead. Because if I say no or stop or get off of me, what do you think Diddy's going to do? You're going to come up missing. That's the type of person that comes up missing. Because remember, his goal, protect the brand. Because if you're saying no, if you're fighting back, he then has to worry you're going to tell it on him. And then all hell's going to break loose. So what she said, I couldn't tell him no about anything. I couldn't say no to a sandwich. She said, she said she knew he would fire her, but it was more than firing. He would fire her. He would ruin her. He would ruin her career. And more importantly, he would twist the story into her being a threat or her being aggressive. Now think about it. She's friends with Cassie. You know, the first thing them type of men do is he would have went to Cassie and been like, Cassie, I just want to let you know, Mia ain't no real friend. She came on to me. Yeah. I mean, I did a jewel, but she came on to me. She came on to me. So then all her friends would be like, oh my God, you knew Cassie was with Diddy and you slept with Cassie. And she's like, whoa. He abused me. He took advantage of me. What are you talking? She knows her boss. She knows her boss. And baby, and that's what he did. Remember, Daniel Phillips, was it Daniel or David James, the assistant, took the stand, and he had done wrong. He had grabbed the chef by her wrist, and Diddy told her he needed to apologize and give her a gift. So she does that. He bought her a joint, rolled it for it, gave it to her, right? And then Diddy gets upset with her, and Diddy tells him to go make a false police report claiming that she was the aggressor. What is that? Twisting the story.
All right. Janet 3, salute to you. Birmingham, Alabama, most definitely in the house. Please believe it.
Twisting the story, coercion, twisting the story. So now we got various witnesses corroborating their story. They don't even, they can't hear each other's testimony. David ain't got nothing to do. David wasn't even there. I don't think he was even there when Mia was there. But so she was like, he'll twist the story into her being a threat. She said she didn't want to lose everything she worked so hard for. Same thing Capricorn said. She said she would never work again in the industry. She'd have no career. She would be attacked. Hi, I'm doing my live. Okay, when I'm done.
All right, I'm doing my live. So Capricorn absolutely said she was working at Jive Records. She had left Bad Boy and went over to Jive Records and was making good money, $90,000 a year.
Well, that ain't bad. Don't be working the job, right?
Diddy asked her to come back. He offered her $60,000, and she came back. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. If you have a way of escape, then escape. Stop trying to come back. You know, as late as 2024, 2023, Capricorn was still trying to come back to Bad Boy. That's crazy.
She liked it.
No, I ain't even gonna say she liked it. It's she just, you know, a lot of people be attracted to the lifestyle, and sometimes they willing to trade the bullshit for the lifestyle. And I mean, $90,000 a year. I know some people in my personal life that make that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really no money. It's some money, but it ain't no money to be putting up with shit like this. You feel?
No. And then he lowball you with a 60 ball. Nigga, you need to come with a 120. If I'm getting paid 90 over here, you need to become at least 150 from.
No, 110. Anything other than what I'm making. But yeah, she went back and took a pay cut. She went back and took a pay cut. Diddy trial is a scary movie to me, man. Listen, whoever makes this movie, it will accentuate some type of horror. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people watch What's Love Got to Do with It, and Larry Fishburne came across. It's damn near funny sometimes. Not with this. Not with this one. If they do this movie right, women gonna come out of that theater crying and some more stuff, because this is a sick story.
Very sick too.
Yeah,
like, how do y'all not get away? Damn the money lesson. How do you not get away and stay away?
Well, I can understand how Cassie might have not gotten away, but when we talking about folks like Capricorn, she actually got away. Yeah. I can understand that people be scared to leave, you know. Especially when they got so much dirt on them. Cassie had an enormous amount of dirt on her that she didn't want released to the public. But you have to think about it, and you don't think about it in that moment, but you have to think about it. It's gonna come out anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now, we've never seen a freak off tape, but we did see her get the brake pads beat off her in the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. That's bad enough. That's bad enough. And I think about shout out to Simone Red Wine. That was what we were gonna show concerning her. But and the Stockholm syndrome, yeah, that's cool. A lot of people holler Stockholm syndrome, but you know, there's a lot of people that love driving Porsche 911s and living in high rises, and you know what I'm saying. You see with the situation with Cassie and the fine dude, her husband. She had to go back and stay with her mama, and then you know what I'm saying, got with this dude, and they living a modest life. What did Cassie do? Get sober and went back right for that money. She went back and filed her a lawsuit. She found the man that she wanted to be with, um, but she gotta have that lifestyle. So she filed that lawsuit. They said she took it to Diddy at first, and he didn't respect it, and she filed a lawsuit, and then hand delivered it to the feds. So it's psychological. I definitely say that. Cassie exposed herself to the public to bring him down. That's the only way. The other spoke up. Yeah, it's the only way. That's the only way.
Man, listen.
Him to the public. She had to expose herself to the public in order to get that $20 million. Let's go. Come on, Scott.
Well, the reason why they brought him down is because he sued the Jewish liquor maker. They won't become no women. The industry don't give a damn about their women.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's all about. Listen.
I don't worry about no nationalities. Just the liquor makers. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, man. Think about it. He done did all that dirt for so long. Then when he go get two them people, it became a problem. But long as he was doing to everybody else who wasn't know they swept under the rug, fam. Come on, fam. We know the play.
I feel you. It's hard to explain if you've never been in a situation like that, especially from a person that has that much reach. He can make people disappear. Now I understand that. It's a shame that they don't understand that going in. Sometimes you don't want to be around people that damn powerful. You know what I'm saying? They not Mr. Rogers, fam. They're not finna be happy go lucky all the time. When they attitude turn, that shit turns deadly. Because they so powerful. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you can't tell me some of these people did not see this shit before they engaged into, what they were engaging in with Puff. You know what I'm saying? This lady, she didn't see it because she honestly just got hired off of, you know what I'm saying, how she got hired. But a lot of people saw this stuff and, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that did business with Puff and got screwed over and still was willing to do business with Puff. You know, this was a weird situation, almost like a cult. It puts you in the mind of a cult for real. Only person that really had some type of control over her situation was Carisha, Young Miami. Even Kim Porter didn't really have no control over the situation. It's crazy, man. But this was a recap from today in the Brooklyn federal racketeering trial for Sean Combs. Crazy. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow they probably gonna keep it short, but yeah, it was shocking today, to say the least. We knew that he was on some, you know what I'm saying, freaky type energy. But the stuff that they brought out today with this lady, was just like, it was a different type of freaky. It was type predatorial type, you know what I'm saying? I can't explain it, y'all, but it was different. It was hella different. They are victims and fools at the same time. Salute, Big Pressure. Salute to you, man. Yeah. It's definitely a crazy ass.
I don't agree with the victims. I think they fools, but I don't think they victims.
No, I would give them that. I would give them that. because some of them came in feeling like they could, maneuver and ended up becoming victims. A lot of people came in with good intentions and became victims. I think Cassie came in with good intentions, and she was a victim at one point. And one point, I feel like she kind of got with the program. I don't know, man. This is one crazy ass story. One of the craziest I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Remember when
I'm ready for the crowd to be over.
you ain't got to worry. Ain't gonna be too much longer. Remember when Ye said slavery was a choice and we all got upset? This is along those lines. I don't know, man. They didn't love bomb us doing slavery. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put us up in high-rise apartments and big houses and, you know what I'm saying, have our credit cards paid for. It's kind of like a difference. There's a lot of perks that came with, you know what I'm saying, living that lifestyle. And that's why he moved people around the way he did, because he knew that he could based on what he brought to the table. Access, you know what I'm saying, fortune, fame, that type of energy. The first time you're a victim, you go back, then you're a fool. Yeah, shit, yeah. Come on, man. That's real. But fam, I'm finna shut it down. I just wanted to come and bring y'all a recap on this. We touched on the whole Tory Lanez situation. I think that was a kangaroo court. They need to get it back in court and run a real trial. And will it happen? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But like God, it did straight drop. For real. But I appreciate y'all, fam.
For sure.
And yeah, man. Pretty Face, So Lovely, Herb, Miss Nelly, Chat Town, Tamarian, Pressure, T with Goldie, Divine Black Rose, True Results, Miss T. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of people come in tonight and rock out with us. Grandma Wade, she stopped there. She fell out the bush for a minute and, you know what I'm saying, dropped the gem. I appreciate all y'all, man, and Cypress TV for rocking with us, man.
Sure.
I'm trying to be consistent and bring y'all content every night. You know what I'm saying? And I salute y'all. It's been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, this your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and this has been Hit Squad TV. And as always,
this is a certified hood classic.
And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the win.
Most definitely.
Salute to the squad, man.
We on, man.
Yeah.